Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your mortgage expert who used to be an underwriting manager and now is a loan officer, Devontae Brooks. And it's time for your December mortgage market update along with a housing market update. So if you're curious about how this year is going to wrap up in an early look at 2025, along with a breakdown of what's happening with mortgage rates, people always want to talk about that. Also, along with housing and what it means for you if you are a buyer, a seller, or an agent. Stay with me and we're going to jump into this. This month has been a roller coaster, so I wanted to wait till we got into December a little bit to go over what happened in November and to share this update because things have been especially volatile even last month. So now we have the elections behind us and the market is in a honeymoon phase is what I want to call it. Stock market and cryptos are going crazy. They've surged after the election because there is optimism on regulatory changes with the new administration. But what does this mean for mortgage rates? Well, mortgage rates, typically they thrive on stability. And right now we don't have a lot of stability. We have a lot of guessing of what's going to happen. And so rates have ticked down over the past couple of weeks, but we're still staying in that range between the low 7s and the high 6% range. Hopefully we get down to the mid 6s before the end of the year. So if you're waiting or wondering if rates are ever going to get down to 3%, I have a spoiler for you. It's not going to happen anytime soon. In order for that to happen, things have to go really bad, and we don't want that. So I guess your next question is, Devontae, what impacts mortgage rates? Let's break this down. It's inflation, tariffs, war, and even the stock market. They all have influences on interest rates. So if we have high inflation, we're going to have higher mortgage rates. We have a strong stock market, rates tend to rise. Economic recession, well, hey, that is wonderful for interest rates, but it's not ideal for keeping your job. So we don't want that to happen. You might hear people say the Fed dropped rates and you think your mortgage rate is affected by that, but the Fed's decision mainly is influencing short-term rates, not mortgage-backed securities. This is always a big, confusing, hot topic for a lot of people. So what does drive mortgage rates? U.S. debt, and we have a lot of it. That debt structure impacts mortgage rates. Until we actually get a handle on our outstanding debt, we're not going to see rates go down significantly. So what does this mean for you if you're looking to buy or you're in the market right now? I have two key strategies that have been helping a lot of my home buyers. Number one, our lock and shop program. This program allows you to lock in your interest rate while you are house hunting. So if the market fluctuates and rates go up to 10%, you lock at 7, you're good to go. This helps protect your affordability in a very volatile market. Not every lender offers this, so it may be a good fit for some people it's not. It just depends on your loan type in your situation. But some long-term locks, there can be a cost that goes along with it. It's the time value of money. The longer you lock in something, sometimes there's a cost. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is rate renegotiations. This is critical in this market. I always recommend locking in your interest rate as soon as you're under contract for a property to avoid any surprises. But if rates drop significantly while you're under contract, you can renegotiate that rate, meaning drop it to take advantage of the upside and be protected from the downside. So the bottom line is protect your budget. Don't gamble with this market because a house always wins. Now, what's happening with housing inventory? Well, inventory remains tight in most of the country, but we do have areas that have a surplus of inventories, and this is happening with areas that have a surplus of home builders. We're seeing slight price drops and we're seeing some sellers pay for closing costs, right? That's great for some home buyers. However, looking at this nationwide, we still are short on inventory. We can't meet current demand, and we still are not returning to inventory levels pre-pandemic back in 2019. So for buyers that are looking to buy homes in November, December, these may be prime months for you. The reason why? You're going to be met with a serious seller. If someone's listing their home in November and December, they're likely motivated to sell. And as you are a buyer, you don't want to waste your holidays house hunting if you're not really serious about buying a property. So it could be the perfect match. It can be a win-win situation for everyone that's involved. So I guess you say, hey, Devontae, what should we be looking for in the industry at the end of this year in 2025? Well, let's talk about the Department of Justice. They recently commented on buyer agent agreements, and they waited until the 11th hour to do this. So we may see some changes next year to ensure some fair competition to protect buyers. And I'm an advocate for this. I think home buyers do need protection, but it's something that is always curious when it comes in so late in the process, right? Now, as far as mortgage rates, I expect more volatility through the end of the year. With the new administration coming in, they're going to start finalizing policies. You're going to hear rumblings, but don't let that deter you from buying a property or be on the sidelines. If you find a home that you love and you can afford it, it's still a great time to buy. Thanks for watching this month's market update. If you have questions about lock and shop programs, rate renegotiations, or just need guidance in the mortgage or real estate world, remember, if you haven't yet, you better call Brooks. I'm super easy to find. Call, text, email me, set up a phone call. I would love for you to drop your questions and comments as well. And remember, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that could use clarity in this housing market. It's crazy out there if you're by yourself. Until next time, I'll catch you later.